Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. Thank you again for watching, for subscribing, and commenting on my videos. I really appreciate it. Again, if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, let me know and I will put that on my list. My list is really long right now. I have about 300 items on that list. I'm slowly kind of going through them. So if I don't get to your suggestion, just email me again or message me again and I will put it on top of the list, okay? Alright, in this video, I wanted to kind of speak about how we have everyone has a lot of layers to them, right? Everyone has like these onion layers that they peel off slowly once they trust someone. But I've noticed with myself is that like I have, and I don't want to be. It's not about it that we're boasting or like we're saying INFJs are so cool, but this literally is the case, and I've noticed this in myself, and I really have noticed this with the people that I hang out with who are INFJs, that we have 1,000 layers. I mean, like literally hundreds of layers. It's so many freaking layers. It's sometimes a little bit scary because sometimes I think to myself, do I even know myself without all these layers? Because I don't. There's so many of them that I don't know my true self underneath all these layers. Now, what happens when we meet a new person is that we'll reveal ourselves a little bit. I mean, we'll peel off a few layers, maybe one layer. And then we show ourselves to them and they think, oh my god, I really know this person. But they don't, because there's another layer, another thousands of layers underneath that they haven't seen, that they haven't met, right? And if we trust them a little bit more, we'll peel off a few more layers and then they see a little bit more of ourselves. Sometimes what happens at that point is that we reveal too much of ourselves and they realize, oh my god, she's absolutely insane, or she's so weird, or I don't know if I want to be friends with her anymore. And then either we backtrack and we say, okay, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to show so much of myself to you. Let's go back to normality. Let's go back to where you're comfortable with me. Or, they break off our friendship with us because they realize, no, I don't think I can be friends with this person. She's way too odd, way too weird, way too out there, kind of thing, right? So it happens to me all the time. I've shared my opinions and I've shared my layers with people and I trusted them, right? And I trust them like, okay, like maybe I can show them a little bit more of myself. And then I do, and it works out well. They're all fine with it until there is this barrier where they are like, no more, please don't show me any more of yourself. It's too odd for me, I can't handle it, I just can't deal with it. And then you stop, and then that's where you stop, right? The thing about, and you guys know this about us, is that there's no way we show all of ourselves to anyone. There's no one on this planet that knows me really. Like, even though I'm doing these videos, these are just a superficial layer of myself, like a deep thing. No one's ever going to see it. Sometimes we don't even see it ourselves because it's so freaking deep. The only reason, and that's one of the reasons I love meditation, is because when I sit down and close my eyes and I look at myself and look deep within myself, that's when I kind of see a little bit of a glimpse of those deep layers, and I realize, whoa, there is a lot of strength, a lot of steel, a lot of amazing stuff that's underneath all of these layers. But as you guys know, we started building these layers when we were a child. When I was a child, I was told over and over again that, you need to be more normal. You need to stop being so stupid and weird. You need to stop being so normal. You need to stop being so odd. Over and over again, not only from my family, which makes sense because I was really odd, for my friends, from my teachers, everyone would tell me all the time. And so what we do as INFJs when we're told this over and over again, and we get told this all the time, is we kind of build these layers. We become a chameleon, so we realize, okay, we should kind of follow what everyone else is doing. So if everyone else around us is laughing, we'll laugh. We sound like an autistic psychopath, but seriously, that's how it is. Like, a lot of times I'll be sitting there and I'll look at everyone around me and I'm like, I have no idea how to behave in this situation. So then I'll kind of pick someone in the group that seems like they know what they're doing, and I'll just do what they're doing. Because I literally have no idea how to behave in that situation. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to stand out, so I don't want to be odd. I don't want to be abnormal in that situation. So I'll be like, okay, let me just kind of follow what everyone else is doing. Because I'm too tired to figure out what the hell's going on, and I don't know what to do, right? And so that's how we do it. We kind of become a chameleon. We kind of see what everyone else is doing. I just followed my siblings' cues. So my siblings would do things a certain way, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's what my parents like. That's what my parents want us to do. So I'll just do the same thing as well. Whatever. It's just following the cues around us, right? So we have a lot of times no idea how to behave. Otherwise, that's the reason I like being around other people who know what they're doing, because then I know, okay, this is how I'm supposed to behave in this situation. If it's a social setting, I'll just sit next to my friend who I know knows what's going on, And whenever she does something, I'll just kind of emulate her. You know, if she kind of leans forward and starts telling a story, I'll lean forward and start telling, I start listening to the story or telling a story. If she kind of moves backward and, starts laughing, I'll do exactly the same. Because sometimes it's just easier to follow the cues around you than, start to figure it out on yourself. Sometimes it's just, oh my God, I just can't do it, right? Now, the reason that I started doing this video is because I wanted to let you guys know that's all right. Either way, like, if you show a layer of yourself and you realize that person hates you and you need to backtrack, do it. It's not a big deal. Don't feel bad for yourself. It's not a judgment of yourself or how horrible you are. It's just a judgment of that person's comfort level, right? Don't start berating yourself. Don't start degrading yourself, denigrating yourself, telling yourself that you're a fool or you're a horrible person. You should not be allowed to live, blah, blah, blah. We do that a lot to ourselves. I used to do that all the time. I used to think, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I think I'm a complete idiot. I should not even be allowed to live on this planet, blah, blah, blah. I do that all the time to myself. Now I realize it's just their comfort level. It's not about me or who I am or what I am or if I'm a good person or not, if I should be allowed to live or not. I should be allowed to live. It's just who I am, and that's what their perception of me is. So it's not a big deal at all. Now, I don't take their rejection, anyone's rejection really, as a clue that I am a bad person. I always take it as a clue that they're just not comfortable with it. So I'll just backtrack, I'll step away, and I'll just follow their cues, right? So if they just want to talk about superficial things, let's talk about superficial things. If you want to talk about deeper things, let's do that. If you want to talk about God or religion and fight about things, then we can do that. I'll just follow their cues. We'll never be really, 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 really good friends. Not that I have many very good friends, but we'll never be good friends. But that's okay. I have a lot of acquaintances in my life, and we are like we just do superficial conversation. We say hello, hi, that's it, boom, that's it. Totally fine. Not a big deal at all. I wanted to remind you guys that it's all right to have these layers. Actually, in fact, I love that about myself. I love, love, love it. Whenever I meditate and I figure out, oh my God, there's another layer that I discovered, I just feel so grateful that I am alive. I feel grateful that I'm an INFJ, that I have all these layers, that I have depth to myself. Because I do meet a lot of two-dimensional people that have no depth, when they have nothing inside of them. There is no layer. That's what they show is what they are. And I don't want to be like that. I like having all these deep layers to myself. No one will ever see them, and I think sometimes we get upset about that. But maybe that's not the whole point of this. The point is not to show other people our layers, but just to be with all these layers with ourselves. Figure it out for yourself and see these layers for yourself. Be with them by yourself. It's just for you, not for anyone else. And so that's all right. And I'm totally fine with that now. Now, when I discover a new layer to myself, I'm grateful to see it, to play with it, to figure out what the hell it's all about. How do I use it in this world and all that stuff? It's all just a game to me now. I don't think of it as a rejection point at all now. So people do step away from me because I revealed something to them and they didn't like it. Well, that's all right. I'll just meet someone else, and then maybe they will be more open to it. Maybe they won't, and then I'll meet someone else. Constantly meeting new people, coming in and out of my life. It's not a big deal at all. What happens to us is that we feel like we're never going to meet anyone else. We need to hold on tight to the friends that we actually have. No, you don't. If you get rid of one friend, or if someone moves out of your life, someone else will walk in. That's how it is. That's how life is. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope that I've kind of explained myself to you. Sometimes I wonder, and I've said this before, I wonder if I'm just talking nonsense. But a lot of you have messaged me saying that you do get it. You do get the flow of it. So I'm so grateful for that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And if you have a comment, put it down below. And I always reply to all comments. So please, 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 don't worry. I read them all. I take an hour every morning to read through your comments, reply to them, take notes, blah, blah, blah. So do reply to me. Do comment below. All right? I'll see you guys next time around. Bye for now.